Hello everyone, welcome back to EFCTV, and today it's a different video. It's not a transfer rumours, it's a match preview on Everton versus Tottenham. So this is my first time doing one of these, so what I'm just going to really do is speak about how I think the two teams could line up, how I think the game's going to go, what could happen potentially. So yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. So as we all know, it's going to be different. Cause we're away to Tottenham, but there's no fans in the stadium still. This will have an impact on the players, because the fans won't be able to get behind them. But it's not something that they're not used to, because they've had to play like that during the lockdown period. So yeah, so this is how I think Everton could line up. I know in pre-season we played a different formation, but I think he's going to go back to his favourite 4-4-2 that we used a lot last season. I don't think he'll start Rodriguez or Decore, simply for the fact that they haven't had much time to play with the team. So realistically, like, the fitness might not be there. They don't know the players as well. Yeah. But I do think Alan will start, simply for the fact that our midfield positions aren't that strong. Gomez got sent home from Portugal because he weren't fit enough. Gubam's still injured. Davies, I don't think he would want to start Davies anyway. So I just think he might start Alan, because Alan's got his fitness from playing at Napoli. He's been at the club a bit longer than the other two boys, so he might be able to, he might gel faster, and it's just a midfield position where he just needs to make challenges and win the ball back. I think that Tottenham are going to come out punching, so I think we might just sit back a bit, ride the wave, counter attack. I reckon Kenny would start over Coleman. Keane and Mina, Holgate's out injured, so I think they'd be two solid defenders that we'll be using. You have Dean on the left, so in midfield or Alan, Sigurdsson. I know Sigurdsson's not someone everyone wants to see, but I just think for the other midfield option, if he's not going to use the new lads, I think he's just someone safe just to go with. Then going forward, I think he might play Bernard on the left. On the right, he might play Gordon. If he's not going to play Gordon, it's going to be Theo Walcott. And then the two up front will obviously be Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. So we just hope that they can, get Tottenham on the counter, work with each other, break a bit. And I think another way that we'll probably score goals is if we get a lot of set pieces. So I think we'll be aiming to get as many corners as possible, as many free kicks outside the area. So I just think that's how realistically we're going to play, because it's going to be flat football. It's not going to be anything special, in my opinion, because it's the first game of the season. It's not a normal season. There's no fans in the stadium to rile the players up. It's their own morale that needs to pick people up and get them determined and ready for the game. So I think that we're going to counter attack. I think we're going to play with the ball when we've got it, and we're probably going to aim to get some set pieces to score our goals. But realistically, we could get surprised. It's Ancelotti. He's one of the best managers in the world. He could make the boys come out, press, high attack. You could get them just to press the Tottenham team, not give them any space. And as I said, a good few players in this squad, they have something to prove. Sigurdsson's got something to prove. Bernard's got something to prove. Kenny's got something to prove. Keane's got something to prove. Pickford, he's definitely got something to prove. So all these players, they need to play good, because they need to prove that they still want to be in the squad with Ancelotti. He's able to replace them now if he wants to, especially Pickford, after making loads of silly mistakes. So another way that we can line up is we could swap, Gordon out for Walcott. Walcott brings more experience to the squad. He used to play for Arsenal, so he might want something. He might have something to prove against Tottenham, and he's another player who needs to still show that he needs to show Ancelotti that he's still wanting to play, he's still got more to give. And then I've swapped Sigurdsson for Decore, only because I know that Decore hasn't played that much with the lads in training, but he is fit. He was training with Watford. He's come straight to us. He's had a couple of sessions, so he is fit. And if he just wants, basically not to play any of the midfielders that we have, he could just throw Decore in. But then obviously there's still a lot of options on the bench, such as Coleman, Rodriguez. He's going to probably be on the bench. He might come on 60, 70th minute for just to have a run about. You've got Gordon. If we don't start him, he can come off. We'll have Sigurdsson. So there's still all these players that we can bring on off the bench that have something to prove, that we know that can show quality. I know Sigurdsson last season, he weren't that good at all, but the season before he was brilliant for us. Pre-season he's been decent. So I think with the new arrival of the midfield players, it's like sort of edged them further to do better. So this is another way that we could potentially line up. And now I had a look, and this is how some people think Tottenham's team will line up, with Lloris, the new signing, Doherty, Alderweireld, Dyer, Davies, Sissoko, Højbjerg, Son, Ali, Lucas, Kane. And I've just put the Everton squad that I've chose myself, which Pickford, Kenny, Keane, Mina, Digne, Sigurdsson, Allen, Gordon, Bernard, Richarlison, Lewin. So I think they are going to play very fast. They've got Lucas, they've got Son, they've got Højbjerg in midfield alongside Sissoko, who will pick up the ball and play it out to the wide men, or Dele Alli in the more attacking role to give it to Kane. The only good thing is Harry Kane, he's not a fast striker, so our defenders won't have to beat him for pace. But you need to be careful with Lucas and Son because they are rapid. But then I look at the Tottenham defence and I still don't think it's that strong. If they do start Dyer, which some people think, last season he made 1.1 tackles per game, which is the lowest in the Tottenham defence and the Everton defence. So I think he's a player that we can really exploit. And like Doherty, he's only just moved from Wolves, so he won't be settled in the squad yet. So obviously we could probably go at him as well. And then Davies, their left back, he was injured a lot last season. So I feel like they're going to come at us thick and fast. We need to just control it right out the game, hit them on the counter, try and score that way, get a few set pieces, try and score from headers, free kicks. But I just think the game will be a bit flat because it's the first game of the season. But as I say, I hope that Richarlison and Lewin can be better than what they were last season. Attacking was more of a goal threat. Then you've got some players that still have to prove, like Keane and Sigurdsson. So we know a lot of players have a lot to prove. Personally, I think that we might just edge the game and win 2-1. That's what I hope. I hope that he brings Rodriguez off the bench and he can create something. But yeah, this is my first time doing a match preview, so if you have enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below what I can do better, what other things I should talk about, if you like the way I've made my own team sheets. So yeah, and if you'd like to view my videos, subscribe. I'll might have another transfer rumours out tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely have a match, a reaction out on Monday, and possibly a transfer rumours video out on Tuesday. So yeah, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.